That was really frustrating. Because it was like, I had him on the first, second, and third goes. But I do that thing where I take my time too much. Wait, hang on. What?
Shit!
Just as a flip.
Clive! Give me your hand! Help me!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
On his torn arm, too. Let's not mistake this. Man must be going through some pain right now.
There.
Wow.
Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
That's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
he can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know.
That's what we're about to find out.
But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
So simple, Sid. So simple when I think of it like that.
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well.
Gave him a lease on life.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not.
So it's not.
We're running out of time.
That is hair.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
That looks like blondish hair too.
Back to where it all began.
I think that's Joshua. It is Joshua! I was right! Sorry, I mean Shulk. It's definitely Shulk.
He must be stopped.
It's Joshua! He lived! Lived to tell the tale. So why is he alive? I thought he was dead the whole... I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought he was alive the whole time, but damn, man. Oh, I meant to go back. Okay.
Spitting great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Go to her, you fool.
Why is Sid like the best character in this game right now?
Right, you lot.
He's like the
Enough
big brother
slacking.
everybody wished.
Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got? All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Wow. When the entire group is your wingman. Clive has it so lucky in that sense.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
They have a
You
Moogle.
even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh.
Well, here I am. So drink it in, Kupo. Drink it in, man!
I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest. And that they never reveal themselves to humans.
He knows his stuff. What he doesn't know is that Nectar the Bold is no
What
ordinary
do you
Moogle.
say? Clive.
You understand Moogle tongue? Kupo.
So it would seem.
Finally, Kupo. I've been trying to talk to these people ever since the winds carried me here, but none of them understand a word I say.
That sounds painful.
But now you're here. My pom-pom's safe at last. You can hear me. You can actually hear me. The girl can wait. It's our little secret, Kupo.
Let's get this fixed before someone...
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive!
Yay! Just an embrace. Just an
You're
embrace.
alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
and took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Ironblood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night,
Wait, was that Joshua then?
the hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill,
Jill, please. Jill, please.
all right.
Oh wow, Clive actually
Maybe you need
is.
a change of clothes then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Wow.
Sorry.
Tarja, please give the woman some privacy.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too. We've a long journey.
What if
ahead
we
of
just
us.
like stayed here, you know?
I'll come down as soon as I've got changed, Clive.
But kind of like the way she is. How she is.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
Orchestrion. I do appreciate that all the soundtracks have clues to where you can buy them.
Kenneth is a miracle worker.
And his dishes to his...
Hunter with his torch held high pursues his subtle prey. But bitter winds put out his light before the break of day.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Yes, we do.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Oh, I could have afforded this. But to be fair, I don't really need it. I'm too good without it.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Off you go then. I'm best of luck.
She has monochrome eyes.
I should probably say thank you to Gav too.
Yes? What?
Can I sell?
Weighing you down?
We're not going to be getting rid of these, which is fine. Not getting rid of these. Not getting rid of that.
Is that all?
Well?
Sorry, I'm just munching, aren't I?
No scratches, right?
Don't need to worry about these.
And?
The sword looks different. I guess this is the best sword to use. wonder if I can sell the timely assistance.
You, newcomer, I need help.
Don't call me a newcomer. I've been here for years.
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
Sure.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig. Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
If it's too late, then there's no point in lingering. We can linger.
We're looking at half a dozen.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Hello. Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
Sure, why
I
not?
don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
Hyperbole?
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep.
Oh.
And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
I feel like it'll make him happy, I guess.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
The 1,000 Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valesian lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added to Clive as progresses through the story. Past active time lore entries can also be viewed here.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. There is a rather fascinating excerpt
As a
I've been
revelation
meaning to show you.
The dating system used throughout the Twins, which marks the years of the realm that have passed since the signing of the Continental Accord some 800 years ago. In the centuries since, nations have risen and fallen, and the concord between them has faltered, but the calendar persists. The Battle of Twin Realm. The Battle of Twin Realms was a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Kingdom of Walaud in the year 865. Sanbrequa Sanbriqua's forces, with the power of the icon Bahamut on their side, took the Strait of Arthur back from the Walaud, putting an end to the blockade that has lasted several decades. The Walaudas, what was it, Waludas, looking to hold back the Sambriq advances by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmatian Republic, who themselves waged war against the Iron Kingdom on the western front and prevented the empire from progressing any further. The Kingdom of Walud is the sole surviving nation in Ash. Walud has its capital at Stone Air, home to the mother crystal of Drake's spine. In its ruler Barnabas Tharmer, dominant of Odin and warden of the darkness, recently dispatched units of intelligence to storm with orders to scout ahead to a full-scale invasion. Having ceded territory to the Holy Empire of Sambriq in the Battle of the Twin Realms in the year 865, the Waludas launched the attack on Belnos Tor in 873, with the intent of regaining their lost foothold on the continent across the strait. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Walud, has its capital at Stoneair, home to the Mother Crystal Darkspan. A warlike land, its considerable military might serves to keep neighboring countries at bay. While Walud does maintain a notional alliance with the Dalmatian Republic in Southern Storm, it is very much a marriage of convenience. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Are capable of casting potent magic corresponding to the elemental alignment of the creators. Though unquestionably thundering, they will fade immediately should the dominant who gave them being happen to be slain. Kirada. An ethereal conjuration summoned forth by Benedicta Harmon when Clive encountered the dominant of the wind near Lostwing. Despite their size, creature's heavily feathered wings did not seem to hamper its movement, which was disconcertingly simple, more so than speed, though it was Kirada's array of powerful magics that set it apart from the lesser foes. Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's elite intelligenceers, and dominant of Garuda. After Clive took her power at Caernor Rent and the keep was set to fire, she and her cousins were forced into making their hurried retreat, only to be set upon by bandits. What was left of Benedicta's power ran amok, summoning forth a raging whirlwind within which she was at last to lose her life at the hands of Clive Rosfield and his icon Ifrit. Oh, okay. So this is confusing. The way they've set this up is a bit confusing.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Okay, this is starting to make sense.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
Aw.
They must keep you busy.
There's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
Yay!
Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
I'm not sure why it gives me that option. It could streamline this section a little bit.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
He sounds like a typical cop, typical old school cop. One more to go.
We're looking at half a dozen.
Could really do with a proper place to train.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for some wild mickleberries.
He rises from his grave.
Kenneth sent me.
Ah, wonderful.
Wunderbar!
Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Thank you.
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Oh. Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
Every
A fact we are proud
prisoner.
of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself.
A place for every prisoner. A
Your
prisoner
place too,
has
of
in
course,
place.
as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
Da 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 da. Oh, it can be sold. Okay. Hey up, Gav.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav. I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job.
Aw.
No need to make such a fuss.
Hang on.
You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Bye, Jill. We miss you, Jill. We like you, Jill. Okay, we're gonna do the side quest quickly and then get to the main story.
Someone's in trouble.
That was easy enough. I am literally of fire and ice.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Right. Well, you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Now we gotta go find this soil.
Then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
After it.
Okay, we now got all the crap. Is that enough of a sample? The answer is no. Ah. Done.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
I'm so used to pressing R1 for everything.
There you are. And all safe and sound.
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
Alright, calm down, Julie.
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay.
I mean, you do
Although
count.
You shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least. I wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Aw. I do appreciate getting full on getting apples.
Now, my research can continue apace. Can really do with a proper...
Also, I think it got warmer. Why was the random Koopa there? Bah, not a yummy nut in sight, Koopa.
Jill's only just risen from her sickbed, remember? She needs looking after.
Thought you were on your way to Phoenix Gate. Don't tell me you got cold feet.
Yeah, I totally got cold feet. I like how Jill's got like this slightly Tifa hairstyle going on as well.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Rand did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now.
You are here now. Now kiss.
Thanks to you.
It does seem like a good chapter end or like a game end scene.
We should press on.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
I would have thought my noble mistress would be like, would be a little more over the top. No, I don't want to attack you. I thought you were just cute. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make mincemeat out of you. Sorry.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Oi! Stop. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it was really late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
Just go anyway.
Here we are. Martha's Rest.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours.
Good girl. You get some rest now. You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or bandits. So much for the Holy Empire bringing us a new age of enlightened order. Place has gone to the dogs.
Wait, did I go too far?
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
It was good, honest work building that.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rose area. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me.
Why didn't you start with that?
Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Prioritize. Right. I'm gonna call it that for today. Something is making me fall asleep a little.